One of Idaho's greatest athletes learned this week she'd be one of the newest members of the U.S. Olympic and Paralympic Hall of Fame. And it's quite a class in which to be included. We're talking the likes of Natalie Coughlin, Mia Hamm, Michelle Kwan, Lindsey Vonn. Ever heard of Michael Phelps? 12 inductees this year, including 2 teams. And 9 of those 12 are women. 2 of those women are Idahoans, and one of those Idahoans is being recognized for 2 separate sports in 2 different seasons. Marianna Muffy Davis grew up in Sun Valley, graduated from Stanford with a degree in biology, spent 3 years as an Idaho legislator, serves on several boards and commissions and councils for para-athletes, and she now sits on the Blaine County Board of Commissioners. But in the middle of all of that, Muffy managed to compete in 3 Paralympic Games, in para-alpine skiing and paracycling. She won 7 Paralympic medals, 3 of them gold. Muffy has already been inducted into the U.S. Ski and Snowboard Hall of Fame, but this one, she says, is extraordinary. And earning this honor is something that shouldn't surprise anyone who knows Muffy's story. Muffy Davis knew from an early age her future would be spent on a mountain. Joining ski teams in Sun Valley and racing with the likes of Peekaboo Street, Muffy's Olympic ambitions were fully formed by high school. But in February of 1989, those downhill dreams were sidetracked when Muffy, on a training run, crashed through a fence at nearly 50 miles an hour. She hit 2 trees, breaking her helmet and her back. At the age of 16, Muffy Davis was paralyzed from the chest down. Months later, she was back on the slopes, but it would be years before her determination and an introduction to a monoski would reignite her Olympic aspirations.
The day I remember the most is when I got my monoski out of my car myself. I got in it myself, I got on the chairlift myself, and I went skiing for myself, independently, totally on my own. That's the day I realized, wow, I'm back.
And so were her goals. By 1998, Muffy made it to the Olympics as a member of the Paralympic team, bringing home bronze from Nagano.
The silver medalist.
4 years later,
the United States of America, Muffy Davis.
She earned 3 silver medals in Salt Lake City. And when her skiing career was done, Muffy wasn't yet. Recovering from another surgery in 2011, Muffy took up hand cycling, and her competitive nature took her to another Paralympic Games, winning 3 road cycling golds in London, the most ever in one Paralympic discipline. Discipline, determination, and dedication is why Muffy found herself included in a pretty distinctive list as a 2022 Olympic and Paralympic Hall of Fame inductee.
And what I noticed is there's more women than men being inducted this year. I love it.
Lindsey Vonn, Michelle Kwan, Mia Hamm, Billie Jean King, Pat Summitt, and Muffy Davis.
And Gretchen Fraser.
Yes.
I know.
This is very, very, very cool. I know you set out at a young age to make the Olympics.
Right.
But did you ever think that, I'm going to be so good, I'm going to be in the Olympic Hall of Fame?
No, that's what I was telling people. I'm like, this is something that's like, it's bigger than, you don't even dream about these things. Like it's bigger than dreams. You dream about, winning medals and making teams, but being inducted into a Hall of Fame, it's just a whole new level. It's an immense honor. And to be there with the legend athletes is huge. And for me personally, it's really rewarding because we're recognizing Paralympic athletes at the same level as Olympic athletes. And that's been a passion and a mission of mine my whole life, why I'm involved in the boards and doing what I'm doing to try and just get equity with Paralympic sports and Olympic sports.
If you got to stand up there and give an acceptance speech, what would be the crux of your message?
I think the crux of my message is that we never do it alone. And it's whether it's the U.S. Olympic and Paralympic Committee, it's our sponsors, it's our families. For me, it's been Idaho. Idaho has been so powerful and so strong behind me and all. Even when I moved to Utah and lived down there, I got more recognition, more support from Idaho. And that's why I wanted to come back, because I just love this state. I think it's a very special place, and the people here are really cool.
We are really cool. Well, so Muffy will join the U.S. Olympic and Paralympic Hall of Fame alongside her former junior ski teammate, Peekaboo Street, who was inducted in 2004. Gretchen Fraser, you heard mentioned, the other Idahoan going in this year, was the first American to win an Olympic skiing medal, like ever. She did that in San Moritz in 1948, skiing nearly perfect slalom runs in pigtails. She and her husband retired to Sun Valley, where Gretchen became mentors to both Peekaboo and Muffy. and where they lived until both of their deaths in 1994. The induction ceremony is set for June 24th in Colorado Springs, and Muffy says she's going to be starstruck that entire weekend, which is why she plans to bring her daughter so she can be inspired, maybe by the legendary athletes in her Hall of Fame class.